I want to get straight to Calaveras County, where evacuation orders are underway right now. This fire burning near Aero and Hunt roads. Cal Fire says this fire's burned at least 900 acres so far. This is time-lapse video from just the last 30 minutes. But it started only about an hour and a half ago, where it only burned about 30 acres. Now we're almost at 1,000 acres. And Live Copter 3 showing us the live pictures of the retardant lines that they have laid down there and the smoke coming off of this fire from where they're starting to put out those flames.
Yeah, we can see in the upper part of that picture where the fire has gone over the road there, and you can see where the winds continue to just push this fire through grass, through brush, through some trees. A lot of dry fuel out there to burn, simply just because we've had several weeks now of weather with no rain going back to early May, and that in combination with the winds has just dried out the fuel, which we normally see in a normal year. So we know that the fuel is out there, and it doesn't take much once you get some windy weather to get those fires going if a fire breaks out.
That's right, and we do know that there are some evacuation orders underway, and we know that they also have some evacuation warnings also in place right now. So people who are under a warning, you want to make sure you're getting your stuff together and you're getting ready to go. If you can just leave right now, that's also a good idea, to just leave right now, because then you know that it's better to be safe than sorry. Here's a look at the map of the evacuation zones. So all those yellow areas, that's the evacuation warning, but we do know some of these warnings have been upgraded to orders. I just don't think that this website has been updated, to put it plainly. But we do know that some of these have turned, you know, they will be turning from yellow to another color because they're now orders.
Yeah, and speaking of updates, you mentioned the 900 acres burned so far, and that number has certainly grown. That's the last estimation that we've got that's now several minutes old, Lisa, and you know how this goes when we have a fire like this that is being pushed and driven by winds that the acreage can grow. The good picture right there, you can see that nice fire retardant line there to the left. As we also rotate up, you can see some of the smoke and the smoldering area there of this fire. And also you can see how I just went right over that road there, Highway 4 right there, and of course over 108 and 120 up to the top of your screen there. And
we do know some of the evacuation orders. I think, Golston, you were mentioning Rock Creek Road from Highway 4 to Hunts Valley Road, Auburn's Ferry Road to Copper Cove, Highway 4 west to Town Square, and then the evacuation zones of 152, 156, 157, 161, 163. Now, the evacuation warning now just applies to east of Pool Station Road to Appaloosa and Bar 20. So you can see how many of those warnings were upgraded to orders. That was at least 3 of them that were upgraded to orders, maybe more zones.
Yeah, absolutely. The zones numbers can change throughout the day as the fire moves and behaves in different ways. We'll see how this changes as we get through the latter part of the day, and like Heather was mentioning in our last hour, how the winds will die down, but right now the winds are still playing a pretty big factor in this. As a matter of fact, if I can actually talk to Heather right now as we're looking at this, I mean, the gusts are still going pretty good out there, Heather.
Yeah, I was looking at a few gusts in western Calaveras County, gusting between 25 and 30 miles per hour. Not quite as strong as what we're seeing in the central part of the valley, but obviously when you've got a fire that starts in grass and some of that very dry brush, it doesn't take much wind at all because those fuels already ignite so easily. So you can see here Live Copter 3 showing us a view. It looks like at this point in the fire, mostly a grass fire, but we have seen some areas within the burned area where it's a combination of that grass and that brush as well. Golston, Lisa?
All right, thanks for that. And we know Heather, well, she's been on it all afternoon, and we'll go back to her to get some more information. And you can see some of that white smoke there puffing as this fire continues to burn. That is indicative of just getting into some fresh fuel there, and we've seen mainly what we've been able to see from this vantage point. By the way, this is the only place you're going to be able to get this kind of vantage point using Live Copter 3, the only chopper in the market to get you these kinds of pictures for people who are looking to safely evacuate. But that's some new fuel there burning right there, Lisa.
It is, and you know, Golston, I was looking back at the emails from the county coming in, and I mean, it was just about 3:30, 3:40, and they were saying it was just a 30-acre fire. That was at 340. And now we're nearing the 1,000-acre mark.
Yeah, so I mean, you get the evacuation orders for those several zones that we've talked about already, and those are 152, 156, 157, 161, 163. Please, if you're in those zones, obey the order to get out. Just be safe. Even if it looks like you're not in the exact path of this fire, the winds can change and they can do different things to make the fire behave in certain ways.
Well, and now, Golston, we're seeing just within the last 20 minutes of watching this, last 10 to 20 minutes, the fire now coming down the other side of that hill. And the last shot we were showing you where all the, you know, basically the town is located, for lack of a better word, where there are businesses and there are some of the homes and probably some schools in that area next to Rock Creek, next to Highway 4 there. So Copperopolis Elementary School, that's the school I was thinking of there. And you can see the shadow is from the smoke is just inching closer and closer and closer to this area. So hopefully people are heeding these warnings. And as we're watching this from Live Copter 3, you could just see how quickly it's progressing toward this area.
Yeah, and you could actually, like you were just talking about, watch the smoke there, that dark smoke rolling in. You've got that shadow cast down on the side of that foothill right there. And the template there shows you just kind of the area right now that is covered in dark smoke right now as fire crews work to get on the front line of this to try to stop or at least slow or impede the forward progress of this fire that's being pushed along by those north winds.
Yeah, I'm just praying that that people who live here, people who work in this area are getting the warnings, maybe getting them on their phones. If you know someone who lives or works in this area, please give them a call if you're watching this broadcast right now, just to make sure that they get the information. But as we zoomed over, did you see all of the other stuff, Golston? Did you see that was on the right? Yeah. That's pretty scary. So hopefully people are getting out of the area right now while they can.
Okay, so we are following this fire. We are going to be continuing to monitor this throughout the day for all of our viewers and everyone else who is out there in this area, who many of which are under evacuation orders. There are also evacuation warnings.